The remote hilltop village in the shadow of the Pyrenees, Rennes-le-Château, has a deeply layered past going back to prehistoric times. The valleys below were the favored paths of dragons, known as dinosaurs. Their bones and eggs still remain. The hill is like a wheel commanding a 360-degree view, with the Pyrenean peaks to the west and fertile river valleys below in every direction. It commands a wide view of the wheel of the heavens, ideal for calculating the cycles of time. The ancients must have seen the same, as the old name for the site was Rede, a Celtic word meaning the wheel of a chariot or cart. Sometime in the 10th century, a village church dedicated to Mary Magdalene was erected, most likely on earlier foundations, and utilizing an enigmatic carved pillar from the 5th century Visigoths. During the next 2 centuries, the Counts of Rede, members of the Knights Templar, were present at Rennes-le-Château, and more heresy flourished in this medieval heartland of Cathars, troubadours, and songs of the Grail. By the late 1800s, the notorious parish priest Bérenger Saunière had arrived and began his renovations of the site, allegedly finding hidden parchments in the chapel. In Henry's words, "What were the secret documents the priest supposedly found in a church pillar? Why did he go to Paris and return with a copy of the famous Poussin painting, Shepherds of Arcadia? And what was Poussin's secret that kings would love to know?" Later, Henry would comment again on the controversy around the mysterious parchments, said to be penned in more recent years by members of the notorious Priory of Zion. Henry said, "Whatever the source and dating, it doesn't really matter, as the material has relevance and reveals clues to the mysteries of the region." Some of the clues in the parchments revealed a landscape pentagram marked by 5 ancient sites around Rennes-le-Château and Rennes-le-Ban, forming a great wheel. The parchments included legends of buried treasure. Or was the true treasure hidden knowledge, secrets maintained for more than 2,000 years? The sites include the medieval Templar fortification at Blanchefort, the white stone castle guarding the entrance to the Valley of the Saules. This salty river is fed by springs containing precious salt, iron-rich blood springs, and white calcium springs, bringing together salt, red and white waters for an elemental alchemy. Another of the 5 sites, the Templar fortification of Bézieux, appears to grow out of the steep limestone cliffs which guarded the old road to Hispania, following the Zero-Paris meridian south near the iconic magnetic Mount Bougarache. And another point, the majestic Tor Magdala, the Tower of Magdalene, crowning the hilltop of Rennes-le-Château, the strange priest's library in his round tower. Its narrow window directs our gaze to a ritual cave across the valley and beyond to the magnificent Pyrenean peaks. The Tower of Magdalene is a landmark from afar, reflecting the setting sun, symbolizing death, rebirth, and transcendence. As it said in the parchment Serpent Rouge, "Formerly, some named her Isis, queen of all sources, benevolent. Come unto me, all ye who suffer and are heavy laden, and I shall give ye rest. To others she is Magdalene, of the celebrated vase filled with healing balm. The initiated know her true name, Notre Dame of the Cross." The Egyptian goddess Isis and Mary Magdalene, the two queens mentioned in Le Serpent Rouge, reflected in the benevolent waters of Bain de Rennes, the Queen's Baths. In the eastern part of the landscape of Rennes-le-Ban, known in the past as Val Crux, the Valley of the Cross, is the Zero Meridian. Henry claimed this meridian was based upon the Cromlech intersect division line. In other words, the Paris meridian, measured in the 17th century, coincides with a more ancient alignment of megalithic sites, stone temples, established thousands of years earlier. Ancient temple builders were already aware of this north-south alignment, a dragon path along which the electromagnetic energy of the stars travels between the Earth's poles from north to the south. 5 locations in the landscape of the two Rennes form a perfect geometric shape, the pentagram. But why did the parchments hint at a pentagram? The proportions and angles in the pentagram are comprised of golden mean ratios, the same proportions found in music and the beauty and perfection of all nature's forms. Venus is the only planet in our solar system to create a perfect geometrical pattern in its orbit, a 5-pointed star formed by its 13 orbits every 8 Earth years. The same numbers, 5, 8, 13, are found in the Fibonacci series, the Pythagorean triangle, and in the music of the cosmos. And here in the land of the two Rennes, we find this pentagram of perfection. Henry used to say that this pentagram was Venus as the love of Mary Magdalene reflected on this land.